The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Yes, purple people, yeah man, you don't know, Curly Last the Vice Box, yeah man, there, check in, you don't know. Welcome to In the Meantime bonus episode number 2. A thing we name God is Dead. Well, the people are going to hear me say that, and start wonder and try figure out, yeah man, where am I deal with Wagwan here, so? What kind of title that? As usual, many are going to even come to their own conclusion about what them think it mean before me even say the first word. And that little dirty habit is what I talk about tonight. Yeah man, so stay tuned. As tonight's program is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the greatest thing for all things concerning immigration in Canada, you understand? So call them now, 437-703-1147 to 8. The consultation is absolutely free. As you know, Renaissance believes as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. This program is also brought to you by Lewis Law Professional Association. Yeah man, Lewis Law is the greatest thing for immigration from the American side. And like me always say, when the whole graveyard of immigration crosses are running down, Lewis Law can put a stop to it. Them deal with all things related to immigration: visa, citizenship, green card, removal of conditions, deportation, and one bag of thing. Call them now, 954-530-1717. Straighten out the status, straighten out the life.
In the meantime,
every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing of McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even... I'm finna expose the out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
So what are you talking about? What are you mad
about? Them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
My other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Alright, so what I just see a while ago is the audio from a video where, a lot of people send to me and I say, boy, them want my opinion on this thing. And a quick disclaimer, also me I hear say this video, hence the audio we just play, is, in other words, one of them things where people do for likes and shares, and clout. And with social media, you can't even know what to believe, Twin reality can't tell the real from the fake. But whether or not, I believe say every story is a true story to somebody. And them things happen every day. It's a whole heap of instances where people, immature people especially, have this said type of thought process. So, in my view, where you just witness in the audio there, and want to witness in the video, for those who have the video version, right? Want to witness in another situation, yeah, is 2 people where write about a situation and go about it wrong. Because none of them not spiritually mature. The woman are wrong and the man are wrong. Both of them just go about it in a the fuck up way where them narrow-mindedness are going to naturally make them go about it, you know. This is a matter of principle. Mankind born with every principle, with how to live with one another, you know, inner them consciousness, you know. All are we born with an internal guide for how to move, for how to interact with the world. But I just that with narrow-minded belief system fuck up everything. So let me say it again, we go about them wrong. The girl just never have the maturity, the kind of maturity where that calm her down long enough for she understand, say this is not the man your duty. This is not something where she entitled to or her kids them entitled to. So if she have that type of maturity, then now, it would make she understand that she know if have a conversation with this man. In a conversation, I know she just show him how it look to the other children, how children perceive or see this type of action matters not. How much in the right him is when it come to the principle where him not really entitled to deal with the other three. Then automatically now, him would have looked upon the respect, him would have looked upon fair understanding, knowing that she accept that reality, so she's not entitled, or the pitney them not entitled to him, you know, giving them something, not the obligation. Him would have respect that. I'm going to say a bag of people make a bag of talk. It matters not who them other pitney their father is, or fathers are. You understand what I say? Put big people politics aside and meds how kids think. And meds when kids don't have a real grasp upon reality like adults. There have to be consideration of how kids process reality. Let's say you show up every single day for your youth and for whatever reason for them father can't show up or don't show up. She expect you, not as a boyfriend, but naturally as a human to consider. So if you have to feed one of them and treat one of them perfectly good, that's going to make the rest of you them feel away and possibly develop resentment for that one day. We get where them see a special attention. Couple time back when everything did all right and you did not do it for the rest of pitney them because you're there with the mama. When you left the mama no that thing the shift, kids don't fully understand that, dada. As a human being, not as our boyfriend, not as our man. But as a human being, you're supposed to consider how them youth they process that. Them not understand none of them big people politics here. All them a see a smother when they love them again and love them brother more than them. Naturally, them see food and eat and good treatment and run. And we brother father take care of him and love him and eat we. I so pick me think, I so them process the world, brother. And this is what me just say she really want to say, you know. But because she have the immaturity there, she approach it from an entitlement perspective where the narrow-mindedness where in our belief system in a Babylon naturally lead the average person down the path. That's why we always have peer conflict because we think life too simple. We think everything are ABC, 1, 2, 3, up or down, black or white. But she not wrong. She just ignorant. Two different things in a certain situation. Because watch I know, alright, watch this. Remember when I grew up as a youth, you know? And the 4 hours we a park go and dance, you know. And me have enough money if you can only buy one juice. No juice now buy, you know. Because I not drink that juice in front of my brethren, them, you know. If I go and dance gate and I alone can go in, none of we not go in, you know. And I learn this from no system. I something in my consciousness. From a band, that guideline there. Without to interact with others and interact with reality. In my consciousness that did there. And my mother and my father take me and sit me down and teach me that. Something deep within me, in my consciousness. Tell me. So me know to proceed in a life so I know something for yak. And then I see him one track mind and make this even blow out of proportion so. Because all I want get knowledge and learn the meaning of the word accountability and toxic and all these new age words. Let me tell you something. You see, when you pack up comment section with a bag of condemnation and when you don't understand the world same way, nothing not change about it, you know. Because when you end up, I do the same things differently. Most of you are the same idiot in a one different way. When you just want to hear one voice, you not change. Most of you not stop to go deep in an issue or in a situation because you don't have no time when you depend on the social drugs. On the feast that you not read some book or not learn some things you not change. Don't go some man. You not practice these things. Many of you just mimic things. And mimic everything to show people how smart you are. And how you can figure out and point out the problem. Till it's stale and then next Monday again. New problem. New issue to say, listen how smart I am. If you as a man mature and rare, when you and a girl left, you not just hate her repeat at them same time. And vice versa. You are my woman and me have 3 youth from a previous relationship. And you come in and say how much you love them. You not just disappear and not even a phone call. Bam, you not even share the same concerns where you used to share. That means you're never genuine. The woman is supposed to tell you that. No disrespect. You're supposed to be a genuine person, not a genuine husband or a boyfriend. You can't be one thing in a one area and the next thing in another area. So you do anything is how you do everything. Furthermore, now she come back in another audio. Yeah, them can research that phone itself. Well, video. One can research that phone itself. Where she say, and if it is true, and the operative word is if it is true, she allege, said the dude sleep with her and a half same way. So she have these kind of expectations, same way, brother. But because officially you're not there with her, you just gone right over to just your youth alone. Then leave the woman pussy, dada. Leave the woman blood clot pussy virgin. And let me say it again. If she did deal with this thing in a more mature way, or she not go up on social media, I try to make everybody have a comment and have a say on this thing, and go about it in a more mature way, make this person understand. Say, okay, me know so me not entitled to this, my kids not entitled to this, etc. But, this is all, these are the considerations we have to make for the youths and feelings, because them are kids. Them not understand this when me and you understand on that level, yeah. Then there would be a different kind of outcome. Again, it would have encouraged the man, if she as a woman did take this mature approach, it would have encouraged the man to say, at least you respect my boundaries, at least you respect, what the principles of the situation. And if you understand, so she was concerned about the feelings of the children and how them can interpret the situation. And then would find a big man and big woman way to proceed. And it wouldn't, and them situation, this situation and situations like these wouldn't have always end so fuck up and messy. They would find a big man and big woman way to go around that together as 2 fucking grown people. Here is another situation. Everybody just look on black and white. ABC, up, down. But in reality, there's nothing go so. Nothing cannot and will never go so. That's why we always have conflict. And every fucking thing I go bother with, because we don't understand we mind and how it works. Why you think that most people now cannot see a situation like this and find the real solution to the problem? Because we make up with mind. Yeah, man, one thing. Seesaw effect, you remember me talk about that? Is that it up or it down? See it here? Because we don't make up our mind from where they say, man, overall, a idiot, Them not no sense, and the girl, them a bitch, and them wicked. So any situation involving a woman, we approach it, make up our mind already. Say, the same thing that we are dealing with, the woman, them just wicked, We not strip it down and say, alright, let me see what really are going with that particular woman here. What are the set of circumstances will lead to our feelings? We make up before, as we hear it, man, we're not even done listening or nothing, man. The girl, them wicked, done. Pussy, them a kill, man. And nothing where she say, everything where she say, me should have said it. Measure against that decision that we done make already. Then you think you can have no solution to no problem. With that dirty habit here, nobody is allowed to change. Or no situation is allowed to be unique. Then we ask, walkers for fucking problem there.
Blessings, Mr. Vicebox. My name is Alwyn Sinclair. I have a concern that I want your input on. Like you said before, that if we are truly concerned about an issue, then it should not be stale news if anything related to it remains unsolved. If it sounds like I'm reading, that's because I am, as I want to remain on point. Now, I'm sure by now that you have heard of the Russian Burnett case, where he killed his cousin and her 4 children. This guy deserves to die for what he did. He stabbed his father and fled to live with her, and she took him in. Then they had some falling out over money he owed her, when she asked him back for it. My view is that she and even the family who sheltered him is also at fault. This cousin knew of his prior criminal behavior, and she still invited him into her home. In my view, it is her carelessness that cost her life and the life of her children. This is so sad on so many levels. I don't see why this country is heading in the direction that it's heading in. And I don't see it getting any better.
Whole heap of respect, brother. Trust me. Whole heap of respect. Me agree with you upon the issues where you outline them on point. You touch a whole heap of very important points and make some great points when me hear, you know, where express not only your concerns, but I hear a lot of people express similar concerns too. A lot of what you just express. Me give you my perspective, and I don't want you hear the passion, or think even you me I talk to when me I talk about the issues overall in a general way. And as me say again, me agree with you. However, you know, me have some other angles to the issue where me that like the item explore, cause you know it go already. Me look deeper. As you know, so me believes that nothing at all what we are looking in a reality is not as simple. The truth is not straightforward like what most people think. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 is either up or it down, is either black or it white. Nothing go so. But it's because most people believe say something go so. We have 1 million Russian Burnett. We're going to see them every week. And as usual, we're going to have the same inconsistent outrage. Because the mind where the average Jamaican I use interpret reality too fucking simple. Because they will never realize so the opinions, the strong opinions them with them farm, but everything with them I look on is ill-informed, is not well-informed at all. Them say good as one thing and evil as another. So we have a society where if a woman do something, like left her pit in a pit toilet or on a busy highway, then the first thing where the average person assume is that they must have postpartum depression or something wrong with them. Because we socialize to see woman as one particular thing, them are the good one. But anytime a man do nothing terrible, nothing can wrong with him, or just toxic masculinity, a wicked, the boy wicked, I mean I say this youth innocent. Me I throw that disclaimer there. Me I say there is always much more to everything what we think we are seeing. You see that narrow-mindedness there? I fuck up everything from both sides of the fence when it comes on to any kind of issue like them here. Everybody from both sides of the fence in that issue here. Look how them look on it. Okay. Who seem as wrong? Seem as wrong. There can be nothing right about him. And who advocate for him rights decide same can wrong. Nothing from both sides, no flexible. Nobody now try to look what it really is. Every mind make up on both sides, both wrong and right. But as much as me hate for say this, a good majority of every issue, there is so much things. Not only that issue, every issue. There is so much things that we are overlook in all issues. So much details what we not see. And don't want to see. Because we not socialize for flexible. I'll play a little voice clip from the Gleaner website when they interview one lady. This I going to show you how the average person, well, Jamaican in that case here, think.
Then people might think it's a grandson and no way, but we live good. Even if I see with the kill one that we live good. When
you see me as I say it, how the average person socialize for beliefs that everything can be true one time. That voice clip they prove it yet. When we get up every week, I do, across the symptoms. I'm afraid to look on the cars because we're fucking addicted to the cars. Every problem we have. We can't do without it. How the fuck we seriously hate them type of outcome here? But everything what we believe, everything what we fucking endorse, shows how we can't do without it. Shows how we can't do without the things will lead to them type of outcome here. How the fuck we not see? Say this is shoot boy in the edge of murder, girl, kill the baby. Take drugs, lose your mind, fuck up some people. How the rascal out, you can't see like this. We don't ever stop to really notice how inconsistent we outrage is as Jamaicans. We don't ever notice how we coming like that girl there. We decide if a rape based on how she feel about the rapist. If him cute and him can dance and him funny. So you decide that a rape there is just him being assertive and being a man. But if you look at where I face him ugly and when I'm foot short and I want a rape. We don't see how we stay as a people. We don't see how we stay collectively. We don't see how we decide whether something right or it wrong based on how we feel about certain people. And of course, if we are guess right, and the operative word is guess, because whether we like it or not, and that we do about everything where we form strong opinion of, we guess. Because we don't have a play-by-play outlook on nothing at all where we come on the news. We don't have a play-by-play outlook on nothing where cause the next outrage every other week. And we have a feeling in the blanks, and we have a feeling in the blank. We're not dead there. We're not dead from somebody born and get to watch them come up so we can really make an informed decision. Some people don't like you that, but that's true. Which thing you really are look on where you have the 100% concrete information? All facts in the information. The truth is, every fucking thing we have strong opinion upon is a guess. Is a not so fucking educated guess. You don't want to hear that? You don't want to hear that? Because if you believe it, it'll tell you. So you have to humble yourself. It'll tell you so everything where you cut off and have up everybody for. A fuckery. It'll tell you so you're wrong about almost everything where you consider right. And you don't want that. It'll tell you so you have to go stop now to really understand what really are going on. But you can't stop because you socialize. If you compete, you socialize. If you keep up with everyone and everything. So you can't know what really true or false about a story. Because you have to keep up with everybody. If you stop to accept so you're not fully informed, it'll tell you so you're going to become boring and irrelevant. So you rather make it up as you go along and you don't care. Well, whether you like it or not, me not there so to tell you what you want to hear. Who know me know by now. Purple Nation know me. I know some of the to tell you where you want to hear, where you need for fucking hear. This program here is for who it is for. But I'm going to tell the average person something right now. You don't know fuck. Deal with that. I mean, I agree with you, Certain crime, they get certain punishment. You don't know who me. I mean, say chop cocky Mondays and lose a limb Tuesdays. Live on CVM TV, those who know in the meantime know. But this are after all things factor in. This is when you look into all our details and decide, say, okay, this person do this from a rational state of mind. Then, of course, certain actions can take. Yeah, man. 100%. But if the truth is you don't know all of the details, then that cannot and will never be justice. When you sentence a man to death, you have to examine all of the options before you decide that death are the best one. How much people, boy, rape and murder people? And based on how you feel about them and make fucking excuse to them. How much man will kill more than 5 picnic a week? And them mother and them granny and them father and the whole family. How much man we wanna know do that? We wanna celebrate and respect and overlook the fuckery where them do. How much? How much wicked and disgusting pussy hole out the road where do some sick things. Wanna overlook them fuckery. Because them popular. How much? No fun not gonna like me, Because I ask you if you see someone not practice what I preach. So I want to move on. Go endorse some other channel or some other platform. We're telling you what I want to hear and not what I need for fucking hear. I not say that you're innocent, Just like him sick my fucking stomach. But Jamaica not innocent either. We're not innocent. The whole fucking culture want to do over. Them things what we say we hate in every song. As a matter of fact, no youth can't big. Unless them sing them same fuckery or we outrage about. We're sick. We're fucking sick. Me hope if a youth in him right mind. Him get the death penalty. Him get what's fucking coming to him. But me also hope we stop support the fuckery what we are cuss about every week. Wanna sick my fucking stomach. Every week is a rascal protest. I wanna not change. Alright, Alwyn. You don't see why Jamaica keep heading in this direction. Why the country seem like it a go down the drain. Is it true most people see in the superficial reality, meaning say, the labels and the images will tell some short stories, stop them from really see beyond and see what the truth in the spiritual reality is. Them don't have that skill. Them don't have it. So them cannot see the real problem, the worst problem where Jamaica really have. What is that problem? Jamaica under spiritual attack. Some people hear me say that and I say, what kind of dopey thing and madness? But what I mean is the things that we don't see with the naked eye. The things where we ignore and know. The reality where we cannot see. The real war where Jamaica fight. Well, we not fight. We are lose. We just take lick. The spiritual war. Because we don't understand how it works. Because again, we think everything where we are looking at us, A, B, C, is that good or it bad, is that up or it down. The seesaw mentality make nothing can change. When we say spiritual war, I'm telling you what I mean. What we see a go on now is that Jamaica, that once moral beacon of hope, cast God aside, and now the devil reign supreme. Yes, some man now when they hear that while ago, I want to the idiot, when dead. God and devil no exist. Oh, I'm to the fool ya. But you're gravely mistaken, my friend. Because how you interpret God as this man with long white beard sitting on a cloud And the devil as this man with a cowhead, with a fork and a tail. It's not my interpretation. And I can agree with you, so there is no God in that fairy tale, illusionary type of sense. But whether you want to believe it or not, there is a force of darkness where fight against light. In our consciousness that is very much real. I'm going to show you God powerful. That the very idea, the very concept that there was a God was the thing that stabilized mankind from the very beginning. The idea said there was a punishment for certain actions. The very idea said there was punishment or reward for certain actions did help with for order our steps. The fear of the punishment make we have to know how to deal with one another. And the desire for the reward make we stick to the discipline. What we hear so we have to have in order to forget it. If you read Planet Earth, you see me talk about a brother named Friedrich Nietzsche. Where in a film book when him the gay science him say, God is dead and we have killed him. You know my understanding of that, him say, boy, right now, you know, the world no need this divine type of direction, this divine idea for guide we, but we need rationality and logical thinking alone. But let me telling you something again. My belief personally is that everything of balance. The idea of everything very vital, only that it have a process to balance it. And removing the idea of a God or a higher power where we subordinate to or have a bow to. One of the worst mistakes the Western world especially make. I'm going to tell you where them use and remove it from, you don't know about nowhere else, especially Jamaica. But remember, and this have those who born between the 50s, late 50s, coming up to now, especially late 50s. Remember this thing, so the world will end the year 2000. You don't think I had accident why them tell you that? And ring it in our ears for decades. Them know say, most of we have simple mind. So we're going to look on it literal. So December 31st, 1999, when 12 o'clock come in and there was no God that fly out on the sky, and there was no rapture or no rising of no dead, and those that are alive are caught up to meet Jesus in the sky. You think them never know what go happen? When no God no come after we expect him. For decades, what do you think go happen? When the world no end like what them predict, what do you think that go happen? The natural progression then became man lose faith in the idea there of God. The world did end, but just not literally. The world as we know it end. 2000 are the dawn of this internet age. And them know say if we get rid of this idea of a God, we're going more open to the evil way them a go bumbuckler bring to it. Because the moral values what we did have gone. Them get eroded by the reality now. So there is no God. There is no higher purpose. There is no higher force. There is nothing but us, the human, who is now free to do any fucking thing what them want to do, because there is no punishment. And the idea of chaos and confusion now become disguised as freedom. But in a reality, at a chaos there, our misery. At a chaos there with slavery. At a chaos there with unhappiness. In every fucking thing we try. We'll talk more upon this, you know, in the rebellious truth. But remember me tell you something, man. Idea of everything is motivation. It helps you to organize with steps and walk in a particular direction. The idea of God was like a lighthouse in a deep and treacherous violent sea, what we call life. Now just imagine the lighthouse there. Go out and we no longer have any kind of direction. Nothing where we are sail towards. Nothing but miles upon miles of endless ocean. As far as we can see, it was pitch black. And we just guess about where we are going. And I try to figure it out. We become like a man in a boat without a paddle. Just adrift anywhere the wave bring we. And the same thing them do with the idea of what women once were. That is what made men great. And when a man have the idea, they say, him have this good girl, this girl will have him back. This girl will support him. This idea of this girl, and when a man find out, say, boy, a man fuck that. How much man want to see it have them structure, have everything put together, know exactly what to do, how to do it, where them a go, how to reach there. Want to see those fall apart. Because this light with it stabilized with is no longer there. And everything become meaningless. Same thing when them remove the idea of God. This is how great God is. We can always dispel the illusion of God. But when you move the idea of God, everything get fucked and become black and meaningless. This is what happened to Jamaica. The light gone. Because we stop here with God build by way of prayers and fear and reverence for the idea of something way higher than we. Once upon a time, the worst criminal did have rules. Did have do's, did have don'ts. No rapes, no robberies, no this, no that. The worst criminal. In a them time, they used to dead with a little blue Bible in them back pocket. You remember me telling you that? Because the idea they used to stabilize him. And hold him back from being as bad as it did possible for him be. What we are seeing as society now, not saying that this is the whole life, but a large part of it is that the idea of God get cast aside. Now we are fight against order and a worship chaos. Now as it relates to what I say about, families back gunman and, some of the worst criminals, me agree with you. I've been saying that a whole lot of times, but, it not that easy. And me I gotta tell you that. It's not that simple. I agree with you, that is true. But there's a side to it where a lot of people don't look into. You understand? What people don't look into a whole lot of times is, realize, say, the family don't know the side of the criminal, what the victim know, When a criminal go home, he become a husband, a son, a father. And the family only see those sides. He's not tired of him picking them on a chair and pick out them fingernail and them toenail one over who disrespect their mother. To him brother, to a mother or son. Am I saying that you have certain cases where people definitely expose to the wicked side of these people and still back them? Of course. But I know the majority. A man go school with a criminal from 1 grade. I'm bridging this. He never shoot after him yet. He know the bridging side. Anybody will get the road to Zion right now per Amazon and read it. You know, see what I talk about. My Uncle Barry. I have an uncle named Barry. Barrington Guana Gainer, who was a jockey by profession over Cayman's track. Me remember say the man they did full of love and life and funny and always just up. In the Uncle Sacks, Bobby Sacks type of way. This man, when the man they come, on a Saturday night when the man they come Sunday morning, I mean, say ice cream and the man they go play horsey. This is when he go on him 2 hand and him 2 foot and act like a horse and with the on him back and I go on the most way and hey, let me tell you something, man. The uncle there was, me not the words to describe that brother there. And when me get big, I find out say the man they a murderer for show a posse. Some things we think simple, not as simple as we think them is. By now next week, most of you listen to this. Now I hear nothing about Russia and Burnett, Now I hear nothing about them people that were dead, But we outrage though, and we mean it, So I'm going to change the subject now. And I'm going to show you how the society where we live in and how we program. We don't give a fuck about something very vital. Something. But whole heap of time, some fuck we go on. That they're the root of it, but we see people face and think them normal. We judge them to be normal. And we see them do certain things and just we do like a simple fuck up thinking, them bad mind, them a pussy hole, them just wicked. With a simple mind. Remember, I change the subject now, Because I don't know everything we are going over this and as when we expressed earlier, we can't like what the outcome of the actions. But look over here so now. We live in a society, but we don't realize everything where they make we believe. Prime way. To depress. And them harvest the actions. We come from certain choice what we make when we depress. When we stress. Everything what we believe lead with to stress. Lead with to depression. Some beliefs will make us so egocentric. Not even therapy can help because we don't make up our mind already when we are got therapy. Well, if the therapist not tell you what we want here, we not call back that or visit back that, Because in our little fuck up mind, them don't know what we don't know. Because we don't know, so we have beliefs. We program against conversations. We don't have conversations, only combat. We live in a society where we don't give a fuck about mental health. And this is something we want to talk about for a minute, Look around you. Sister, everything we consciously believe contradicted by what we subconsciously believe. Look into it. You know, so we believe that everything's supposed to be perfect. And in a society where we actually believe in a perfection, when like everything's supposed to be 100 and nothing at all not supposed to have. How much parents want to see out there? We can't tell nobody say them have a little son or a little daughter. We have behave certain way at 4-year-old. We have dissect a rat or do certain things. Everything what the parents believe, prime them for shame and hide it. Them can't come to nobody. So community could have intervened and help them raise that child and make them not feel so terrible. Like a something do them. Like we want to do all the time. Society look on them pitney like them not supposed to be here. You know how hard it is for a parent to raise a child that is not welcome in a no equation. But you're not good, you know, not good people. You know, love everyone and everything is nice, right? On the surface. In your conscious belief, but where you really do. In your subconscious, the pulling away of your pitney, the hide your child from that one day over this type. There's something wrong with him or her. We don't live in a society where ever accept the people with special needs or go and have certain mental issues go there. We socialize, we see them as a disturbance to the world where you think should have perfect. So parents who encounter them thing, now go carry them come at the party. When they have to deal with your looks and the gossip behind them back about the suffering where these children have got through. They have to hide them and struggle with them alone. Most of them don't have no clue what it is. If you have a youth with special needs, I wonder who are going to take care of them if something happen to you. Because they have to deal with the reality, how people deal with them. They have to deal with the plastic smile them and the hurry up, move the picnic them. Out of them way, they have to deal with that. Nobody no consider how wicked it is to raise that type of child with, in our world with a budget for him or her. Do you know how hard it is to watch them and play with somebody? Everybody move and get to see the disappointment in them eye when them not understand why. Do you know what it is? If you have a youth to reach a certain age where you can't control them anymore. So one of them broke out of our house already, you know. Out of them parents care, you know. I end up out a crossroad, you know. A lit vehicle and a scream out and I do a bag of thing, you know. And instead of people have compassion and say something do this person. I beat me see these good Jamaicans. Beat this youth, you know. I say him for have sense, you know. You know much time some people who used to do some wicked things. Have some serious head problem. But we don't have a country. We socialize from the basic level to accept the people with special needs is a part of the society. And that whatever is wrong with them is not for them fault so them born. No special lessons to children or how to accept and how to deal with them. No therapy. No special programs. Them just left up to them own device. And then look more when one of them explode. The man they behind him back. Him in the arena with a board sword up against a fucking lion. Because we want to feel so fucking good about ourselves. Because we know so much what the problem is with a simple fucking mind. We never stop for looking at details and nothing yet but think we know every fucking thing. Fuck all on, man. We are ball about this law and that law, how much law need for change. No, law no need for change. We need for change. Fuck all you self-righteous sons of pussy-clot bitches, man. But bow no good and bow no no. Fuck all on, man. Fuck uno with no talking every bumble blood clot week, every week. Fuck all uno with no talking. You not like me, man. It's either you practice or you fuck off. I'm tired of uno. Now uno are the blood clot problem.
Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time.